Hi, Megan. It's late, and it's like 11:03 right now, and I know that it'll take 100 billion years for this to upload because my computer hates me, and also I need to edit it. So I think this counts as a strike 2 since it won't be uploaded on Thursday. I would also like to point out the fact that you have not done your challenge yet, so I think we should just erase that from your record and make it a strike 1 instead of a definite challenge. But strike 1, Megan. And why didn't you do your challenge? Okay, so the book. What I like about this part, and this is probably shouldn't be something I'm laughing at, but think about Frankenstein's monster. He's huge. He made him way bigger than a normal person should be. And I picture Victor Frankenstein as kind of a scrawny little twerpy scientist type. So I have this mental image of him being like, "Let's fight, creature, I don't like you," and just like charging at him to fight him, and then the monster just like uses his gigantic hands to hold him back and be like, cool it, bro, hold on. So that's something about this part that I liked. Anyway, not a lot happens in these chapters. I mean, Frankenstein goes up to the mountains to contemplate Justine's death. By the way, that was a typo in your book. Mine says 2 months after the death of Justine, so I'm pretty sure it was a typo in your book. It doesn't say justice. Anyway, he goes to contemplate Justine's death. He sees this creature, and he challenges him to a fight, which is really stupid because there's no way he would win. And then the monster starts telling him his story. To answer your questions, since this book was written like infinity years ago, and they didn't know a lot about like how the brain works then, I would guess that when Mary Shelley wrote it, she wasn't thinking about it that in depth about like how the guy instinctively knows all this stuff. So I'm guessing it's just hardwired into his brain. I've thought about this too, whether or not he remembers things about the previous person, and I don't think that's how organ transplants work. Now, I can't say for sure because brain transplants are kind of impossible to do, and no one's ever done one, but I just don't know, honestly. It might work that way, but it might not. But here's something interesting, though. My mom knows this one guy who got a heart transplant, and after he got the transplant, he started really liking things that he didn't like before, like mushrooms and classical music. And he went to like visit the family of the guy who he got the heart from, and that guy loved mushrooms and classical music, which this new guy with the old guy's heart suddenly liked, even though he'd never liked those things before. So I thought that was kind of interesting and somewhat relevant. But I don't know about brain transplants, but they didn't know much about it in the time when Frankenstein was written, so I don't know. I'm just going to give Mary Shelley the benefit of the doubt and say she didn't know any better and was kind of assuming things this time. So I don't know, man. Okay, and you asked something about how did he not make any mistakes? How did Victor Frankenstein not screw it up when he was working on it, and what would have happened if he had? Well, I don't know, Megan. The guy spent like 4 years on this experiment of his, so I'm guessing he had time to tweak it and perfect it, and he was taking science classes all the while, so I'm just kind of gonna assume that Victor knew what he was doing when he made his creation, even though I don't like him very much. I have to say he sounds like a smart dude. So yeah, that answers those questions of yours. I don't have a lot to say on this one, except for I still don't like him, Megan. I still think he's kind of a jerk. Victor, that is. The poor creature. I know I'm supposed to hate him and think he's evil, and I do not like the fact that he kills people, but I really think Victor brought all of this on himself for creating the creature and then just leaving him. How could you not see the downside to that? It's not like it goes away just because you ignore it. Victor, he's so dumb. Now, on a completely unrelated note, when I was reading this earlier, I thought, I wonder if I could turn this into a play and do it at my school. Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea? I have a couple of ideas I'm tossing around for how it would work, but like some of the scenes where the monster is just kind of rambling around in the woods, I'm not sure if I'd have that part be narrated or acted out, or maybe acted out with a recorded narration. Ooh, that could be interesting. I don't know. What do you think of this idea? It's just an idea at this point, but if I did, would you collaborate with me on it? Cause at least the writing part, cause it sounds interesting. So, bye.